Hello to anyone who's watching. This is Monica and I'm coming at you with another top 10 video. This top 10 video will be my top 10 Panic at the Disco songs. I did a top 10 video for 21 Pilots a little while back, and I decided to do one for Panic at the Disco too because they're both just like one of my favorite bands. And I think both of them have a lot of really good deep cuts that not a lot of people know about, so I'll explore that in this list. Okay, so the way the list is going to work is I'll name off my top 10 favorite songs by them. It's my opinion, so if your favorite song isn't on here. But yeah, this is just my opinion. It took me a while to come up with this list. It took a lot of analyzing, but it was really fun coming up with it, and I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, so at number 10 is, I have to actually read it off because the title is so long. What a surprise. It's Panic at the Disco, of course. The only difference between Martyrdom and Suicide is press coverage. Okay, that's what it's called. It's the very first song off of their very first album, and it's a great choice for the very first song. It's a great introduction to the band. It basically just kind of like, it's a really quirky little song. It's a short song. The lyrics are really good, and it's basically talking about, like, the beginning of Panic's career. And the famous line, like, swear to shake it up and you swear to listen, has proved to be so true throughout the last, like, decade of their career, because, I mean, throughout Panic's releases, they really have, like, just kind of experimented, and they've given us a bunch of different kinds of releases. They went classic rock with Pretty Odd. They went kind of a more, like, pop punk, I guess. No, I don't even really want to call it that. I don't really know what Vice and Virtues is, but we got Vice and Virtues, we got electronic, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, we got a bunch of different stuff on Death of a Bachelor, so I really love how young and adorable Brendan sounds on this track too, especially toward the end. I don't know, it's just such a deep cut, it's such a good deep cut, and I love the little, like, techno bridge on it too, so that song's at number 10 for me. Number 9 is The Ballad of Mona Lisa from Vice and Virtues. It's the very first song off of there. It's a great opener, but most importantly, this song is basically what got me into the band. I mean, of course, like most people, I heard I Write Sins first. That was the very first song I ever heard. But right after I heard it, I was like, what's that other song I've been seeing on YouTube lately? And it was The Ballad of Mona Lisa. I clicked into it and I watched the video right after I Write Sins, and that's when I got interested in Panic, because I liked it a whole lot more, to be honest. This song's just golden. It's really amazing. Like, I love the bass in the verse, and I love, like, the way the chords are. It's such a great song. It was a pretty big single for them, and rightfully so. Like, it deserved to be successful because it's just such a great song, and it basically got me into the band, so I have to thank it for that. Okay, so number 8 is This Is Gospel. So This Is Gospel was, I think it was the first single off of Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, and it's probably one of the best songs off of there, and it's one of Panic's biggest songs of all time. Like, I'd say second to I Write Sins Not Tragedies, this is their biggest song. And it's really nice to have another song other than I Write Sins to show people and be like, hey, this is Panic at the Disco, check them out. You know, to someone who's never heard of them, this is a very great song to just introduce them to, you know? And it's really cool. It's one of their newer songs, and it really grew on me a lot. Like, I would have never imagined, like, probably about 5-6 months ago, I would have never imagined, like, putting this above The Ballad of Mona Lisa. But, you know, it grew on me. I love the vocal harmonies, honestly. Like, it's such a well-made song, and the lyrics are really deep, actually. It's just, like, such a great song, you know. It's a short little song. It's just so fun to listen to with friends. I mean, because it's such an accessible song of theirs. Unlike, you know, like some of the stuff of, like, Pretty Odd or something, this you could just show to people all you want. And that's what I really love about it the most. So This Is Gospel comes in at number 8. Okay, so at number 7 is Crazy Equals Genius from Death of a Bachelor. Sadly, this is the only song off of Death of a Bachelor that's on this list. Please don't kill me. For the people who really love the new album, like, please don't kill me, but this is the only song that's going to be on the list from it. I think it's the best song from Death of a Bachelor. This song, Crazy Equals Genius, almost kind of reminds me of Fever. Like, it reminds me of their first album. It also reminds me a little bit of Vice and Virtues, which is really good, because they had just an awesome sound on those albums. On Pretty Odd and Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, they kind of experimented more, which is great, you know, those are great albums. But it's kind of nice to have a song that's like classic Panic, you know? And lyrically, I guess there's not much here, but musically, it's just so amazing. Like, I love the backing vocals, I love the haze and the chorus and everything. Like, it just makes this song. Like, it's just such a fun song. I mean, it's pretty short, but it's just awesome. So Crazy Equals Genius comes out at number 7 for me. Okay, so number 6 is Casual Affair from Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I think this is by far the best song off of that album, and I think it's just so unique. Like, it's really, here's the weird thing, is it's not my taste. Like, to be honest, I'm more into, like, rock music. So this song, for me, really had to grow on me, because I was like, ugh, auto-tune, ugh, electronics, but actually, it's amazing. I mean, it's kind of funny, because the lyrics say, lay in the atmosphere, which is kind of funny, because this song is very atmospheric. It has a vibe. The strings are just so good on this song. I love them. I love how, like, sci-fi this song is, too. Like, I'm writing a book right now, and it's a sci-fi book, and I listen to this song on repeat while I'm writing. While I'm, like, typing stuff out, I'm listening to this song constantly. I love the way it is. It's kind of, like, mysterious, and it's really sci-fi. It's really electronic, but I like it. I like what they did with this song. They just really had a good idea for this song. I really love it. So, Casual Affair comes out at number 6. Okay, so at number 5 is the first entry, but not the last, from Pretty Odd. This song is called She's a Handsome Woman, and I don't really know why it's called that, but it's kind of funny. It's a really good song. It comes out at number 5 for a number of different reasons. This song, I mean, like, look, I'm biased, okay? Pretty Odd is by far my favorite album by Panic. I mean, Vices comes close, but Pretty Odd is my favorite by them because I was really raised with classic rock. I was raised with older parents, and they just played me stuff like the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac and the Beatles and just a bunch of, like, bands like that, like Aerosmith. And this song, like, the whole album is just so amazing in that way. It's just so classic rock, and I love it. And they really pull it off well, you know? This song is just so good because I love, like, the really dissonant, weird, clashing sounding guitar chords in the very beginning of the song. Like, I wish Panic would do that more often. I wish they'd do, like, really dissonant stuff on guitar. Like, it sounds so good. I also love this. Like, the transition from the verse to the chorus is just so flawless. The way the guitar is. It's just such a sing-along song. I love singing to it. And I think it's just such a good song. I can't even get over how good it is. Like, now we're in the top 5. Now we're really getting into the songs that I just love to death. So, alright. She's a Handsome Woman comes out at number 5. Okay, so at number 4 is Nearly Witches, the last song from Vice and Virtues. Okay, so it's actually not the last song. There's a lot of bonus tracks on that album, but on, like, the regular standard version, this is the last song, which really fits because it is a great closer. This song, Nearly Witches, is criminally underrated. Like, it does get quite a bit of love from the really die-hard Panic fans, but it needed to be huge. It needed to be like I Write Sins, because it's just that good. Honestly, like, I thought this was my favorite song by them for a while. I really wanted this to be higher on the list, but there are just some factors that kept it at number 4 instead of being at, like, number 2 or number 1. And that is lyrics. Like, I wish they would have done something a little different with the lyrics. Like, I love the really slow pace. Like this really slow, steady like rhythm in the chorus is so good. I love the backup vocals. I love the kids singing toward the end, that they're singing Mona Lisa, Pleased to Please Ya, because it's almost kind of like going back to the very first song, the Ballad of Mona Lisa. And it's really cool. It's just such a great closer. It's a pretty long song, especially for Panic, you know, like 4 minutes is pretty long for them. And can we just talk about the bass? Like, the little walk downs are so good, and me being a bass player, I just love that. So Nearly Witches comes out at number 4, and I can't say enough about it. It's just such a good song. Like, honestly, we're really getting into the songs that are just elite for me, that are just so good. Okay, can we just rewind to the beginning of this song? I love the beginning few seconds. That's like my favorite part, so I had to rewind it back. Okay, so this song comes out at number 3. It is, like, definitely my favorite song off that album. And it's just so theatrical. Like, it's so good. The way, like, it's almost kind of like they're, like, mischievous, almost toy-sounding songs. Like, almost like how a Melody Martinez song has these, like, toy sounds in them, you know? This kind of has that a little bit in the beginning. And I love the lyrics in this song. I mean, honestly, I think Nearly Witches musically is a better song than this, but I ranked it lower because of the lyrics in this song, because I think they top Nearly Witches and lyrically. Lyrically, this song is so good. It just tells a story. It's basically telling a story about how, like, a worker has, like, an affair with her boss or something. But the way they tell the story in the song is just so unique and so good. For that virgin, yes, the one the lawyer met with on Strictly Business. You know, like, it's so sarcastic. I love it. And I always just think of, like, a circus or a theater when I hear this song, and this song also got me to become a bigger fan of Panic, because I just love the way this song was. I love how there's a lot of different twists and turns, like, especially in the verses. Like, it kind of takes you on a ride. Like, a person listening to it for the very first time might be kind of, like, surprised about how many, like, twists and turns there are, like a roller coaster. So, Build God Then We'll Talk comes out at number 3. Let's Kill Tonight comes out at number 2. This song has been one I've really gotten into recently, and that's just really grown on me. Like, the first couple times I heard it, I just thought it was okay. I didn't really see anything special with it until I really listened to the chorus. That chorus is powerful. Like, so powerful. Like, just like Nearly Witches and just a lot of the choruses on Vice and Virtue. It's so powerful. Like, listen. Like, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I mean, the chorus is really what makes the song, but the bridge is also really cool with those spooky vocals, the spooky, like, backing vocals, and the way the electronic things kind of are. The song is kind of electronic, but not, like, overbearing. Like, it's just perfect. It's just, like, the right mix. There isn't a whole lot to be said about it, I guess, other than, like, one amazing chorus, one amazing bridge. I mean, the verses are a little bit lacking, but I think the rest of the song really makes up for it, and I really think it's, like, it's such an upbeat song. It's so quick. It's just so quick, especially in the verses. Like, they just move really quick. Like, the rhythm is really quick. And it's just so fun. It's such a fun song. And I love the strings in it. I love the way they mix the instruments and everything. It just sounded so good. And so, Let's Kill Tonight comes out at number 2. Okay, my number 1 pick is When the Day Met the Night from Pretty Odd. This song I fell in love with when I first heard it. I really wanted to become a bigger Panic fan. Like, I knew all the singles, but I really wanted to just kind of dig in deeper. It wasn't even this long ago, actually, because I'm kind of a new fan. But when I was listening through Pretty Odd, this one just stuck out to me. One thing that's kind of weird is the beginning reminds me of Tool. Like, I don't know why, just the very beginning, just kind of how, like, the first couple notes start out. It kind of takes a while to start. But this song is so good. I love the way the verses are just kind of, like, quiet, it's kind of mysterious, there's a lot of strings, there's like the guitar in here, like the acoustic guitar in the beginning is really good. And of course you get to the chorus, and it's like really summery, it's really bouncy and fun, it just completely changes. Like, the song has so many sides. It has like kind of its more minor chords, it has its more kind of like on the down low, and then during the chorus it's just like it's just really fun and so happy. And then like it kind of gets into the bridge, and I think the bridge is like where it goes like he was just hanging around, then he fell in love, that whole thing. And then it kind of isn't, there's more minor chords, I think. Yeah, I actually learned this song on ukulele because I love it so much. For the most part, the song is just kind of like a lot of really strange chords, like B flat, major 7, and stuff like that, which actually isn't that hard to play. I'm getting off topic. This song is just my favorite. I just love it so much. Like, I can't even like say how much I love it, because I just love everything about it. There isn't a single thing I don't like. Like, there are even some of the songs on this list where I've criticized some of them a little bit. Just a tiny bit, you know? Kind of like, I wish the lyrics would have been different, I wish the verse would have been a little different, you know? But this one, there's nothing. Everything's just perfect. Like, the lyrics kind of tell a little bit of a story, but it's also kind of like whimsical and kind of hard to pin down, like most of Pretty Odd's lyrics, let's be honest. Like, it's as close to perfect as you can get, I'm pretty sure. And so, I think it's so underrated. Like, no one really talks about this song, and no one really knows about it, so please go look up When the Day Met the Night. It'll be doing yourself a favor, because it's just such a good song, honestly.